You have reached your destination.
Yep. Okay, so here's what I've got going today. This is one of the rear fenders, and in fact, I think it's the passenger side, the right side. And I've got some missing metal here, so I may purchase a dog leg repair from Moss, or I may just make my own. I've also got some missing metal here. That's awfully easy to overcome. I've got some missing metal down here, and again, that's easy to overcome. Yeah. And my intent today is just to strip all of this rust off. I've got a flapper disc and my angle grinder, and I'll just get to it and get it all down to bare metal and see what I've got after that. I see a couple of pinhole areas that I'm gonna have to work on. There's one, and a bunch of dust. It's gonna be a filthy day for me, and I am looking forward to it. Okay, so a lot of the stripping is done. I'm gonna make one more pass, I think, with my flapper disc and get rid of all this dark stuff. This dark stuff actually is leftover. What would you call it? Fender liner. That rubberized coating stuff. It's been a bitch to get off. I've been using a putty knife and my little burner there, a torch, to get rid of a lot of the crap, and then I grind the rest of it out. So I have a few rust spots here, and where's the other one? And here. Those I'm going to fill with fiberglass and then fill it up. I'm not sure what to do with this side yet. I think I've already cut off the flange that folds over and would mount to the B pillar. But what I think I'm going to do is leave that until I know what I'm going to do with the longer fender and how I made it up. I cut out a bunch of metal here, so I'm going to weld in new stuff there. Where's the other part? Oh yeah, of course, all of this stuff. So you can see that I'm missing a whole bunch of that crap. I took it down as far as I could, and or as far as I needed to, and I'm going to weld in a piece here in a little bit. And I'll fashion that up next. And like I say, I'm going to take another pass at a lot of these things here. Some of these dark spots are just dark spots and you know, not clear metal. I'll probably weld in another piece there too. Yeah. So in all, a very savable, well, a very usable rear fender, especially for what I'm doing, right? This is done. And I have deliberately left a hole here. Well, not deliberately, it's kind of like by necessity. I'm going to fill that in with tiger hair and then sculpt it so that it's closed up. But this is solid as a freaking rock. What's next is this lip here, and that's done and formed. I need to kind of even out the height on this. You can see it's a little bit uneven, so I'll take care of that once it's actually on. My next step is to cut this and then perform relief cuts so I can curve it, and then I'll attach that to the fender and weld it in. Okay, there's the relief cuts. I've cut these so that I can curve the metal, as you can see here. I don't have a metal bender or an English wheel or anything else, so I'm doing all this by hand. What's next is that I will weld this onto the inner portion of that fender, and then the imperfections and such, I will form with fiberglass, and after it's all said and done, the outer portion will look like it's brand new. And this is done. At least the welding in of metal is done, right? So the arch looks pretty natural. I've got a little bit of hammering to do there, not much. And once I strip the outer portion of this fender, I'm going to treat it with rust dissolver. You can see here I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably cut it out and replace it with new, or replace it with fiberglass, one of the two, because I like fiberglass. Fiberglass is nice. What I will do is back this with tiger hair. I'm gonna press pause. Back this with tiger hair and fill in all these little bitty holes here. I'm also gonna put a bunch of rust encapsulator between the two layers here, so that the backing here doesn't ever rust out. Wow, that's a good weld. Not pretty, but yeah, not bad. And here's the top down of this arch. So a little bit of forming to do here, top of the or middle of the screen. Not bad. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this stuff. I'll do this for a living. Not if I make any money at it, but it's enjoyable. Okay, this is what's it's called Bondo here for this one, but my the first time I ever encountered this stuff, I bought something called tiger hair. Okay, it's fiberglass resin impregnated with a lot of small and short fibers. To this, one adds cream hardener, the hardening agent, and you mix it up and put it on, and it dries and sets. God, like rock. And you don't form it with sandpaper. You've got to form it with an angle grinder. So this is good structural stuff. Again, it's already got the fibers in it. And you can see those there. So again, this is the same kind of stuff that Corvettes are made out of, boats are made out of. The same process, fiberglass and so forth. So I'll mix that in. I'll put that behind the fender, let that set, and that, as they say, will be that. And then after that, once I do the major bodywork on the exterior portion, I'll put more of this on there and form that same area, so it's nice and curved. Well, it's already curved, but formed in the rest of the manner of that body panel. So I keep God dang it, I keep reminding myself to show step by step, so that whoever finally buys this thing can verify they're getting a good product. Before I put this this coat of fiberglass, God dang it, Bondo hair, tiger hair down. One sec. I put a layer of epoxy primer down. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Anyway, it's sealed. I've sealed the metal there pretty nicely. So again, Bondo hair, and this stuff cures quickly, very quickly. Yeah, and show you the other end. A little bit of forming to do, but not bad. And you can see where it's come through here, which is perfect. Once I start to do, like I say, the rest of the body work, I will even out this curve so it looks nice. So what's next is here. I'll do some work here, a little bit of work there, and patch this hole here. I thought about it, and I think what I'm going to do is cut the fender about right here all the way down, so that I don't have to worry about any of this stuff here. And I'll just use the length of the front fender to abut this, weld it together, and call it a day. We'll see how it works out. Yep, so that's it for the evening.